We're with you in moments, big and small. This is Polk Today Video. The Polk County Chamber of Commerce, with the help of the Polk County Republican Party and sponsor Advent Health Redmond, provided the opportunity for local residents to hear from candidates for the county commission races in the May 24th primaries on Tuesday, April 26, 2022. Candidates were given equal time to answer several questions posed by audience members, and those that weren't asked due to time constraints will be featured on polktoday.com after the questions have been forwarded to candidates via the chamber and written responses are sent onward to us for posting. Polk Today coverage of the candidate forum is being provided in several parts since each question was posed to every candidate without division by district, so as to be able to watch this nearly 2-hour-long session in easier to digest chunks, without any edits other than to add the watermark and this brief message at the beginning of each part. You can watch the other parts of the 2022 candidate forum in separate videos here on YouTube, Facebook, and polktoday.com. Coverage of the candidate forum is brought to you by Polk Today sponsors like Gammon, McFall, and Villarao, attorneys at law in Cedartown, the Development Authority of Polk County, and the City of Rockmart, who are celebrating Georgia Cities Week during their sesquicentennial year with an event coming up this Friday night, April 29th. Check out polktoday.com for more on that movie night fun ahead later this week in Rockmart. Don't forget to find additional coverage of the candidate forum on polktoday.com.
Well, welcome, Polk County. These fine people are running for county commission here in Polk County. I'm glad everybody came out to this. I think y'all did this before COVID. It was a huge success, and we're excited about it. If you have a question or can think of a question as we go through the night, you're welcome to walk up and just write one down, and I will be fielding them, and we're going to basically kind of go around, and they're going to get the opportunity to answer questions evenly. It should be a lot of fun. I think that before we start, I'd like to start off with a pledge. Yes. If y'all want to stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. I want to recognize Dan Doubles here. He's a member of the chamber, so chair. The beard's looking fantastic. I think to start things off, I'd like to go around and if y'all can just introduce yourselves real quick. Give a quick intro to everybody. We'll start down here and go around.
Later. Did you pick age or beauty?
Both.
That's what I thought. I'm Gary Martin without the A's. First of all, I want to thank the citizens for attending this evening, and it looks like we've got about 150 people here, and I certainly appreciate that. And I appreciate the Grand Old Party for conducting our forum, and I'd like to thank the chamber. They're instrumental in it too, and also the Advent Health. So I certainly appreciate that. As I said, I'm Gary Martin. I've been in business in Polk County for 59 years. We started way back when I was a little teenager. And so we started back then, my dad and I. Unfortunately, my dad didn't get to work but about a year and a half. It's a barbershop. And he had 41 years old. He had a massive heart attack and passed on. So there I was as a teenager with a business thrown in my lap. So the rest is history. So it's been pretty good. I've at least been able to buy groceries all these years. But there's a lot of things that I can tell you about me, but I'm going to cut it short since we're a little bit late. First of all, I don't like politics, and I don't like politicians. I've always been a person who enjoys being a servant of the people. Even before I got in politics, even before then, when I was in business, if somebody needed help, I could help them. I'd love to help them. I enjoy helping people. But I'd like to be a servant to everyone. And just to let you know, my personal cell number is out there, and all you got to do is call it if you need anything. If you need me to help you with anything, my number is 678-988 I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I'm gonna tell you anyway.
Go ahead.
Yeah, 678-988-3440, so you can call me anytime. In closing, I will not make age an issue in this campaign. And I'm not going to exploit, by any stretch of the imagination, my opponent's youth and inexperience. Thank you. Vote Martin.
James, go ahead.
Hi there, my name is James Vines, and I'd like to thank everybody that's come out this evening to ask us questions. I was born and raised in this area, born in 1968, down in Bremen. I went to school in Polk and Harrison County. I've served in the United States military for approximately 14 years with active and reserve service. I worked with the U.S. Department of Justice. I've lived in and out of this area for years. I moved back here in 1992 after having completed active service. I've taken education here at Floyd College, and I've got a Bachelor's of Art and a Master's of Science from St. Louis University down out of St. Louis, Florida. And living here, I've seen that there are a lot of problems in this county, and I think that it's time for some new solutions, a new perspective. I've lived other places besides here. I have a lot of experience living in places like Illinois, South Carolina, and Virginia that I hope to bring down into here and use to help us solve some of these problems. We have early voting starting on May the 2nd, and I would appreciate very much if you come out and vote for me. Thank you.
Quick reminder, cell phones, make sure all cell phones are off. Thank you, James. Go ahead, Perry.
All right, hey, I'm Perry Barrett. My background is I worked as the economic analyst with the Florida Finance and Tax Committee, the Florida Senate, and had the very good fortune of working on the first SPLOST bill that ever came up in Florida. So I'm just gonna warn you right up front, I'm a fanatic, I'm a little OCD about SPLOST, okay? Because my understanding of it, not just in Florida, but in Georgia as well, is it was intended to be focused on roads and bridges and infrastructure. I've been a Republican all my life. I'm a bit, been real unhappy the last few years, to be honest with you. And just got some bones to pick a little bit with the Republican Party. I think we've strayed away from our roots, which, as I understand it, is small government, high level fidelity to the taxpayers' money, and a proper stewardship of the resources which God has blessed us with. And it means a lot to me, otherwise I wouldn't bother coming out. I worked in state government, as I mentioned, with the Florida Finance and Tax Committee. I worked with Florida Department of Revenue, Florida Department of Community Affairs. I worked with Georgia DOT, and I ran a small program at MARTA. Last 15 years, I've been teaching with Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia. Also teach economics at Shorter University. So there's another little hint as to where I'm coming from. Very concerned about what's about to unfold on us in the coming months and years. I know COVID was a hassle. I know we were tired of it. And I know we want to get back to life as usual, but we got some bad news on the horizon. And that's the economy is not going to recover. Inflation is not coming down. It's likely to get worse, and the economy is going to get worse, and we're going to be struggling with some very, very serious problems. So I don't mean to be a big downer, but that's just the reality of the situation. So I am seeking a position on this board to bring some of that insight into the deliberations that come before this body. And also, I do want to compliment Mr. Martin for a really good rendition of a famous radio line, which he is well aware of. Anyway,
I gave him credit.
Okay, there you go. All right, okay. Anyway, it's great to be here. I look forward to this discussion further.
Thank you, Perry. Linda?
Well, good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out to this event tonight. I would also like to thank the Polk County GOP and the Polk County Chamber for putting this event on. My name is Linda Lyles, and I'm running for re-election to District 2 as your county commissioner. I was appointed back in 2019. At that time, I was working for Congressman Tom Graves. I worked formerly for Congressman Tom Gingrich, so I had 19 years for the federal government, working with issues in the district for the citizens. Seat came available. I was appointed in 2019, as I said, and then in 2020, I ran and was elected your commissioner. I'd like to tell you that I sit on, the committees I sit on are public safety, which is very important. All the committees are. Public safety, I sit on the ordinance committee, and I am chairman of the personnel committee. Being your commissioner has been one of the most amazing experiences I've ever experienced. I mean, it's been amazing. I've had the opportunity to go throughout this county and meet some amazing folks. I've listened to them, I've listened to their concerns, and I've listened to their issues. And the last 2 years being on the board has been very productive. And I can tell you, the state of our community and our county is strong. I can't say enough about this board of commissioners that I sit on with. We have worked hard, and we have made some outstanding accomplishments. And you might hear some of those accomplishments tonight. These accomplishments we have completed, and I'm very excited about them. We still have a lot more to do, and I look forward to working along with these public servants as your commissioner, and I hope I get the great opportunity to be your commissioner again. Thank you very much.
My name's Glenn K. Robinson. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. If you don't know me, I strongly encourage you to get to know me, either talk to me. My phone number's out there. I'm on the internet, so there's no excuse for not being able to get in touch with me. I'm running for Polk County Commissioner District 2 on my experience. If you look at all the 40 years that I have in federal government and the military, you'll see that I'm the strongest candidate sitting up here before you. I don't have all the time in the world to discuss that, but if you call me, email me, text me, whatever your means of communication is, I'll be more than happy to sit down and spend several hours telling you about me. So I appreciate your time, and I look forward to all your questions. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to thank the GOP and Chamber for putting this on. I certainly want to thank everybody for being here. My name is Hal Floyd, and I'm running for re-election for your county, to be your county commissioner. I'm grateful for the 5 years that I have served with the fellow commissioners on this board. I'm also thankful for them appointing me chairman for the last 3 years. I think when I think of the work that we have done as a board, the word focus comes to mind. I think that we focus on the things that are needed as opposed to the things that are wanted in our county. For me, the two most important things that we do concern public safety and the finances of how the county is run. From a public safety standpoint, 41% of the money that we spend goes to public safety in our county. As far as the finances go, 70% of the money that we spend goes to our employees, their salaries, their benefit, for taxes, for insurance, and I'm grateful for that. I was just given a week ago the audit for the county, and I can report that the audit and the financial condition of this county is excellent. We if you want to read it, you want to borrow it from me, I'd be more than happy to give it to you. I'm a veteran, and unlike Gary, I won't let age be an issue tonight. I look forward to answering your questions. I think about my service over the years, and I consider myself, and I think people that know me consider me to be a servant leader. You know, Philippians 2 verses 3 and 4 says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility value others above yourself. Look out not only for your own interest, but the interest of others. So I look forward to answering your questions tonight.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I'd like to thank the Chamber and the GOP for putting this event on. My name is Jeff Hawkins. I've lived in Polk School District, or Polk County for 27 years, and I've worked for Polk School District for the last 27 years as well. I'm a veteran, spent 30 years in the military, and there's some changes that need to be made in the county. My entire life has been a life of service, either to the students through PSD or through the military, and I'm really proud of that. I'm not a politician. I'm just an ordinary citizen, and I'd like to put the citizens back in charge, and that's one of the primary reasons that I'm running in this election. I'd like to see the flow come from the citizens of the county through the county commissioners and then put into action, because that's, without the citizens of the county, we're not gonna get anything accomplished, because that's where the tax money comes from. So I'd like to have the citizens be put back in charge of a lot of activities. I look forward to this discussion tonight, and thank you for your support coming up in May.
Hey there, folks. I'm Kevin, the editor. Thanks for tuning in to Polk Today's YouTube channel. Do us a favor and give this video a like, and if you really want more free local news and sports content, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we have new content available. So if you could just go ahead and hit those buttons, that'd be great. Thanks.